Hey, it's your boy DJ Wolf live on the air right now. Tell your cousins, tell your friends. I'm all over YouTube right now. I got a lot on my mind. Um, as you already know, I've already posted the video of Corin Gaines from down here in the DMV Baltimore area regarding the shooting by the Baltimore police. Uh, it happened just I think a couple of days ago. Since that time, as you know, her son was injured in that shooting. And I'll be honest, this young woman, in my opinion, was irresponsible when it came to her children. People say, "Oh, she was standing up for her rights." I don't want to, but I don't personally. I don't want to hear that shit. Okay, she stood up for "quote unquote" her rights for at the sake of endangering her children with these cops. That was total bullshit. I'm sorry. I will not. When it comes to children's safety, that's the last thing I'm going to deal with. Okay? She compromised her safety for something she thought was right. Okay? And I'm going to tell you, she was wrong on that. She was definitely wrong. And it ended up costing her life as a result of that. Do I feel it was right what happened about her being shot with her son in front of her? No. Do I feel like there's other ways that could have been handled in the situation? Yes, because of the fact that her kids was with her. Absolutely. But there could have been other things that could have been prevented. You know, I just wish she had took the time to use common sense in her approach with the police officers. That's all I'm saying about it. Because as a result, that 5-year-old boy will be scarred for life because of her antics. I'm sorry. I'm not going to prop her up as a queen. I'm not about to sit there and say, "Oh, she's Harriet Tubman." Fuck that. That's irresponsible for anybody to try to compare her to Harriet Tubman. This situation with Harriet Tubman was a totally different situation from her situation, and everybody fucking knows it. If you use any common sense and read books and study about what Harriet Tubman did, it's as different as night and day. You know, I'm finding out more and more that some of us want to be relevant for something we're not relevant about. And I'm not going to stand for that. Seriously, this is bullshit. I'm not going to go with something because you want her to be a martyr. That's bullshit. I am so fucking tired of ignorant ass shit like that. I really am. That's totally irresponsible. Totally irresponsible. And I will not go with that narrative. I'm sorry. You know. And then on one point, if you watch the video, she got out the car, walked over to those cops. One thing you don't do when you're stopped at any traffic stop in a car with cops, the last thing you do, unless they ask you to, is to jump out the car. This is totally irresponsible. It really is. I'm sorry. I'm just not going to agree with stupid shit. I'm just not. You know? And that's what we tend to do a lot of. Agree with stupid shit. Y'all didn't have a problem with her endangering the kids. Some of y'all didn't. Because from what I was reading, and the reason why the Baltimore police had asked Facebook to take down the live feed that she had was because some of y'all fools were telling her to go ahead and stand her ground. She really didn't have much ground to stand on, to tell you the truth. Not with the kids and being endangered. No one thought about that. Not even the cops. I mean, but that's another whole story. Because that boy had no business being injured at all. They should have taken every precaution to make sure that kid didn't get shot. And And that's a damn shame because he looked like such a sweet little kid, you know. And I watched the video. I seen both videos, and the video of the standoff where he was sitting next to her broke my fucking heart. I tell you right now, it really did. It really did. And like I said, for her to allow him to be in danger like that was totally irresponsible and ignorant on her part. And I will not stand for that kind of shit. I will not. I will not agree with any narrative that endangers children. I won't do it. It's ignorant. And some of us need to grow the fuck up. I mean, seriously, though. You know, I'm not defending cops. I ain't exactly defending what she did. But you got to, at the end of the day, understand right is right and wrong is wrong. You know? That's all there's to it. Just some shit is just too stupid for words, man. I'm telling you. Just too stupid. All right, well, what I really want to talk to you about, on top of this, well, I should go into the fact that the little boy in the hospital, was a video of it last night that was posted on YouTube. And his aunt was interviewing him about the situation. I thought that was also irresponsible on some level because she posted it on YouTube. The smart thing would have done is to, if you were going to interview him, I didn't condone that anyway, but if you were going to interview him, at least put it on video, privately save it, address it to the lawyer. Okay? You don't sit there and shoot the video and then put it on YouTube for everybody to see. That boy went through enough bullshit as it is. I had the copy of the actual standoff where the little boy was being shown by his mama, of course, because she's also was irresponsible. And I was getting ready to load it up. And I looked at it and I was like, I just can't do it. It broke my heart. I looked at that kid's face. I'm telling you, people, right now, it broke my fucking heart. I could not show it. I could not. You know, it got me it got my emotions up, man, for real. It did. I'm not gonna lie to you. I said I couldn't do that to that kid, man. I couldn't. I swear to God, I could not do that. To me, as a social media broadcaster, I could not do that. I could, honest to God, I could not put that kid out there. I mean, I know there's videos of the kid out there. I didn't want to be one of the guys to put him out there, and then the family looking at me like, "Hey, what you doing?" Even though there are family members that did just that, I just couldn't do it myself personally. So I'm not going to even post a video of him in the hospital. That was very heartbreaking to me. It really was. I wasn't going to do that. Not at all. Anyway, I'm going to read this to you right quick, and I'm going to get off here for right now. There was something that was going on that was posted August 1st, and I think it was from the NBC site. Yeah, it was from the NBC site. One of the Koch brothers, Charles Koch, explained to donors why he won't support Trump. Now, that's a trumped up narrative, so to speak, because I think even though they publicly said they won't support Trump, they don't have to worry about who they're going to vote for or who they want in the office, because either way, they're going to get something out that deal, whether it be Trump or Clinton, no matter what. All right. What it says, they had an annual, I'm just going to break it down in layman's terms. Not going to read the whole thing, but it says they had donors at the biannual Koch brothers retreat over the weekend. I ain't gonna go through all that. I know it's Shay, whatever they call that, foofy shit. They were listening to senators, governors, and business leaders promote limited government and social responsibility. In other words, that's their way to be able to take over. They claiming that Charles Koch refused to spend money to influence presidential election in favor of Trump. It says some of the donors were upset about it because they thought Trump was a far better choice than Clinton. Yeah, I'm not sure why. you know. But my thing of it is, my understanding, they invited governors, business leaders, even reporters there, but the reporters couldn't actually interview. You know, really, it's a bunch of bullshit. I want to read through it, but I kind of don't. I'm going to kind of like scan over it a little bit. According to this NBC News, it says the Codes Network had created a web of policy and political groups with 1,600 employees in 38 states that coordinate to advance to limited government objectives. They also have think tanks and 300 university professor positions in philanthropic organizations. And that goes to show you that they have a lot of influence. You know, this is something that these guys have been doing for years. They're a think tank to try to change, you know, they're trying to influence narrative. And they were saying they spent the last election, they spent over $400 million. Who has that kind of money? Good God. Really? But they said right now they hadn't allegedly has refused to spend any money to support Trump. But they said the Koch brothers are planning on spending $42 million in television and digital advertising on 5 Senate races, which means they're not as concerned about that because Trump is just going to be a puppet or Clinton going to be a puppet. Either way, if they get the House and Senate, that's where they get the power at. That's all they're concerned about. And that's according to what this says. Well, I said that's according to a published report. All right. They said dozen journalists, including journalists from the various media outlets, had accepted the invitation, agreed to ground rules, but they couldn't film. Okay. Because they're respecting the attendees' privacy in order to cover the gathering. It's just a lot of mess going on with this, man. You know. But like I said, this is not, in this case, basically what they want to do. They want to control the back end, not the front end. The front end is already going to be controlled by the back end because it proves it already that once they get their hoofs in the door to control Congress, that's all they need to influence and manipulate the narrative. And that's the scary part. That's why I said to sit there and say no vote is one of the dumbest things I've ever heard. You know, there are generations of mothers and fathers and sisters and brothers and uncles and cousins and aunts and grandmamas who went out there and pounded the pavement to fight and die for your right to vote. Okay. One thing I'm not going to try to ever take advantage of, granted for, is what my ancestors did to enable me to do what I'm doing today. Like talking to you over the air, live on video and podcast. That in itself is something I didn't even dream of 20 years ago, let alone 10 years ago. But I'm doing it now. Not even 5 years ago, but I'm doing it now. You know? And I'm hearing guys like Nick Cannon talk about, I ain't voting, ain't nothing happening when I'm voting. But shut up. That sounds like some old step and fetch it shit to me. And then Bow Wow talking about he ain't black. You don't have to respond to anything of black issues because he ain't black. That's some old bullshit to me, man. It's totally irresponsible. These are two guys who influence young generations today, and they're saying bitch ass shit like this. That's just like, wow, that's going well beyond below the belt to me. It really truly is. And it's just totally irresponsible and ignorant to do that. Totally irresponsible and totally ignorant to do that. I was going to do a blog talk radio show, but I see I'm not getting any viewers right now. So if you have any comments or questions, please, by all means, feel free to get a hold of me at foralltohear@gmail.com, foralltohear@outlook.com. Also, I have a Twitter page, which is called at For All to Hear. And my YouTube channel, of course, is For All to Hear TV. All right, guys. This is your boy DJ Wolf. I really appreciate you listening to me, to what I have to say about these issues. Stay strong, stay positive, stay focused. Keep your kids educated, man. I'm gonna tell you, that is the key. That's the key. You know, stop promoting these young girls to have kids all the time. See, that's part of the problem too. We got, just because you may be considered underclass don't mean you have to stay there. You know, people may think that about you, but that don't mean you got to be that way. So that's my message for today, guys. I just wanted to do a quick live feed for right now. I'm going to plan on doing more in the future because now I finally got a couple of things that I'll be able to do. Hopefully, I'm trying to play with this Google. I haven't did a Google live feed in a long time. All right, guys, it's DJ Wolf. I didn't want to be on camera today. I didn't really feel like it. Well, I could have, but I'll talk to you guys later. Like I said, respond to me if you're interested in voicing your opinion about what I said, and I'll talk to you later.